in Threadneedle Street. And thus, what began in 1694 as a temporary studio developed into a part of a post-future. One fine morning described almost 100 years later.
Yeah, because they're rich bankers. And diamonds. Bart asked me, oh, this is a rampjaar, I think. 1694 rampjaar. And,
what type of language is it? Still English? What is great and where the dot happen to be different dot, very like different English.
I can search it out.
Shaving those small sections of gold.
So the banksmiths tried to shut them in the bank.
Right.
Those that were the
Because they were providing currency.
right as they had the coin. So they got all the notes and they said, you know, then that's our way.
We don't know.
Do you want to go somewhere? Okay, yeah, my father-in-law.
That's how the printing is done, John. How the rains printing is done. That's an intaglio printing plate that creates the same three parts of the offset lithography. Intaglio, which is that, and then the serial number is done through a letterpress. I mean, it used to be quite simple to spot a forgery because you used to know what the line for. I don't know whether that's still the same today. I never see any notes now. You see a child now. You see a child now. I'm sure something happened. You guys are what? You can't see that.
here today in the bank, and obviously all the things hopefully you'll enjoy seeing. People think of the Bank of England for two main reasons: the gold and also banknote, the printing of banknotes. Gold is timeless. About 4000 BC, gold's been mined and found, so it's something that's been banked for a very long time. Today I'm going to briefly talk about the gold and its value, and what we use it for, and just some general fun things about the gold. Gold is rare, it's mined in every single continent except what continent?
Alaska. No?
Give me a clue.
Antarctica.
Oh, well done.
Antarctica.
Well done, right. Just for that you could have won this.
Thank you very much. Very kind.
Yeah, Antarctica, yeah. Not that heavy. So anyway, it's very tactile, it's malleable, you can use it for so many different things. You can use it obviously in your jewellery, dentistry, electronics, even in your mobile phones, it can be used. So obviously lots of different ways. A single ounce of gold could actually be stretched for 50 miles. Can you believe that? A single ounce of gold could be stretched for 50 miles. And if you were to get an ounce of gold, put it down, and have a big mallet and bash it, it would go over that thinly over a whole football pitch. That's how much a gold can go over. So you can imagine that. Absolutely amazing. And of course, investment. People invest in gold. When an economy, when things around the world aren't going so well, people look for gold as a safe haven, as an investment. And of course, the stock market goes down, gold tends to rise, and when we went through something like COVID times, people weren't unsure what was happening, and people started investing in gold. Measuring gold. Gold is measured in troy ounces. In troy ounces, 31 grams is an ounce of gold measured in troy ounces. Where does the word Troy come from? It comes from a little French town, the town of Troy in France. In about the 14th century, they were actually measuring gold in the 14th century, and they used to use little carob seeds to weigh gold. And if you look around the corner when you go out, you'll see little carob seeds that they started measuring gold with. So it goes back a very long time. The finest, the purity of the gold is 995 to 999. We can't have gold at 1,000, it's got to be up to 999, but that is the purity of gold. Some people talk about the mythical king, King Midas, who was meant to turn everything to gold. You might have heard that. King Midas turned everything to gold. That came back, he used to live in a place called Lydia, which is in Turkey. And that's where it was all meant to be having the earliest gold mark. So all gold has got a unique reference on it, and they started marking gold back in Lydia, like I said, which is part of Turkey, all those years ago. Production of the gold. The total gold that was ever mined, actually if you imagine the Eiffel Tower, it goes underneath the Eiffel Tower like a cube under the Eiffel Tower. So that's the gold that was mined, all go under the Eiffel Tower. Or if you think about your local swimming pool, a 25 metre swimming pool, then it's cubed that size. That's all the gold that was ever mined. The Bank of England stores 400,000 gold bars. 400,000 gold bars. A picture of some of the gold bars in the vaults are there, and you can actually see around the corner one of the vaults, actually look into one of the vaults. 9 vaults, about £400 billion sterling in value, about £400 billion sterling. What does the actual UK government own? About 6%. About 6%. So 94% is owned by other foreign institutions, other banks are stored in the Bank of England. The gold vault key is amazing. The gold vault key is about 16 centimetres long, and that is one of the gold vaults. And again, you can see if you go down the corridor opposite, right down the end there, where the toilets are, on the left-hand side, you can see one of the gold doors, how big they are in one of the vaults. The pallets are stacked up to a ton in weight, up to so high. Why do you think they can't be stacked any higher than sort of up to a ton in weight? Why can't they be stacked to the ceiling? Anyone know? Because Exactly. The gold will actually fall through the floor because we're on London clay soil. So very well done there. So you can have a little gold badge for that. Can't find one. No, for you. Thank you very much. So yeah, basically, if it's too high, it will literally fall through the floor because we're on London clay soil.
Are these benches supposed to represent the...
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
Blue.
That's exactly blue. That's exactly round the corner. You can see that round the corner. So that's exactly the reason why. Okay. To trade gold, gold is traded by the London Good Delivery Standard. London Good Delivery Standard, and most bars are between about 10.9 and 13.3 kilos in weight. This one here, it says here 13 kilograms, which is roughly it, maybe a bit less than that, but that is the weight of that gold bar there. Purity, as I said, is 995 to 999. Equates to pounds, about 27.4 pounds in weight. As I mentioned before, every gold bar has a unique reference number, so if one day you own the gold bar, you sell it to me, then all that happens is paperwork will actually transfer the gold bar in my name from you, and obviously you get the money. So gold doesn't tend to move, it stays there, but obviously it's a paper trail of what's going on with gold. The bank only owns 2 gold bars, this one here, which is now worth today's value 1,081,000. 1,081,000. There's one round the corner as well. So you can imagine, since we bought it, gone up by a heck of a lot of money. Ancient Roman gold we own around the corner, there's some gold coins, etc. And a coronation bar used by Elizabeth II. So that's around the corner in the gold gallery. You can look at that as well. One of the biggest questions we perhaps get asked by people that come into the bank is, has it ever been stolen? Well, they say it's as safe as the Bank of England, and that is a good thing to say, as safe as the Bank of England. But back in 1836, a sewerman wrote a letter to the Bank of England, and he said, if I get into the gold vault, could I steal your gold? And I can prove you I can do that. And the Bank of England director said, oh no, you can't get into the gold vaults. He said, meet me there next Friday, I'll be in the gold vaults to meet you there. They opened their big doors on that Friday, they went into the gold vault and he was sat there on the gold bars. The directors are absolutely shocked, and they turned around and said straight away, you know, you've been so honest, we're going to give you £800, which equates to about £82,000 in this day and age.
So how did he get in?
Honesty does pay.
How did he get in there?
He got through the sewers. He was a sewerman.
Ah.
So literally he came up through one of the sewers that hadn't sealed properly, and of course they sealed that sewer off.
I think so.
So like I said, still as safe as the Bank of England. You've been an amazing audience. Thank you for listening to this little presentation. If you want to have any selfies, hold the gold bar, speak to me about anything else, any other aspects of the gold, I'm going to be here. My name's Ian. I'm a volunteer at the Bank of England Museum. I've worked at the bank for many years, and if you could give any feedback to the bosses outside on social media, I'd be very grateful. Give yourself a round of applause. Very well. But please do try and move the gold bar. It's very heavy, so be a bit careful. Any questions you've got? Where I used to live, there was a lovely Indian family.
It's 13 kilos.
Anywhere in the world. We look after more than 400,000 gold bars, worth billions of pounds. The gold is kept in 9 underground vaults, and we guard it very carefully. Our customers are the UK government, banks and other governments around the world. Each gold bar costs hundreds of thousands of pounds. Their value can go up and down. Our customers can trade their gold bars with other customers at the bank. When a customer trades gold, it usually doesn't move. said the name of the owner will change our system. Not many people are allowed to visit our vaults. However, Her Late Majesty Elizabeth II and the Netherlands Charles have had a look around. Even though we look after lots of gold, we only own 2 vaults. You can see them in our museum, and if you're feeling strong, you can try to lift them. Some interesting facts. Did you know that an ounce of gold can be stretched a distance of over 50 miles?